Welcome back to Adobe Live. We're so excited to be here for day 2 of Adobe Max as we're joining you live from our studio in Munich. I know many of you are joining early hours of the US or afternoon in Europe and around the world. Please go ahead and introduce yourselves in the chat, whether you're joining from YouTube or Behance or, of course, the Adobe Max site. So we're looking forward to diving right in. For those who I haven't met, I am Clara Galan. I work on the Adobe community team here in Europe. And I'm so excited to be joined by my very colorful guest today, Adrian Chatelet. So Adrian, how's it going today? How's Max been going?
I'm good. Max been very good. I'm really enjoying seeing all the news, like all those new tools, and just like for a designer like us, we're like, wow,
amazing.
And yeah, no, actually, it's gonna be very fun because I've been like, I prepared a session for a week, and then yesterday I'm like, no, we're gonna do it differently. Like, so we're gonna remaster. And what I saw in Max the past 24 hours, 2 days, being really like bubbling my mind. So yes, I'm excited about it. I hope you are.
Yeah, we're really excited to see how you're going to use a lot of these workflows. And I know we'll be diving into Illustrator and Express in just a minute, but this isn't the only session we have today. So we do have a couple sessions that will be coming up, so be sure to stay tuned. We'll have What's New in Photoshop and Lightroom with Joe Allam. And of course, First Takes Design in Illustrator with Bruna. So again, be sure to stay tuned after this. We have a lot more great programming coming your way. But Adrian, I know you'll be sharing how to build your brand in 2024. So let's go ahead and dive in.
Indeed. We're going to build our brand in 2024. Basically, so last night I'm like, no, I need to do it differently this session because I want to see how my process as a designer and probably your process is now changed and in some way like completely shift and move with those new tools. So I changed myself to create a brand with you today using all those new tools and see what's come out.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fun. If there are any bug, that's absolutely normal, but we're going to make it. So let's jump right into Adobe Illustrator. Ta-da! Build your brand in 2024. Yes, indeed. It's not 23 anymore. It's 24 in my brain. I'm gone already. I'm next year. So I just would like to introduce you a bit the brand we're going to build today. It's a client of mine. Hello, the marshmallowish. So they're doing some marshmallow. Yeah, it's hard to say, especially for me. My franglais is hard. I'm sorry. I'm putting my first challenge of the day, the marshmallowish. So gourmet marshmallow, absolutely delicious. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Done by Una and Jenny back up north in the UK. Great brand to build. So that's what we know about them. Delightful, right? We loved all those beautiful products. Now, this is a bit the mood board we have in mind. Something, and I would put some adjective to it. Always start with knowing what you want to do, where you're going. We're going to build a brand together today, so don't jump right in. So we want to be modern. We want to be colorful, of course. Always colorful. Delicious. Right? Don't be afraid to use some adjectives that really reflect what you want. It doesn't need to be like so perfect and very academic. Delicious is fun. Yes, it needs to be delicious. And I'm going to show you how we can make a delicious brand. Sophisticated, but please not boring. And it's missing one here. For good logo, we're going to make sure it's timeless. Not something too, in some way, weirdly too creative and too crazy, because in 5-6 years, you might going to be like, should we change the logo, Adrian? No, we should not change the logo. It's only been 3 years. Let's keep the time. So yes, make sure it's timeless. So I put together a bit of a mood board for you. And last couple of days. So you see, we have something is sophisticated, but we want something modern. We want something bright. We want something to stand out a bit. But if you look at all the typeface and the font, it stays quite classical. We just play with some bold color, some bold contrast. Really good in branding. We're not doing only beautiful stuff. We want something to stand out. So contrast is key. You can see here, dark blue and the white, classic, that doesn't change, it work good. So we're gonna see how we can use a bit of that. I love this line work here and just the simplicity of the diagonal on this one. And you can see it, all those packaging, the clarity of the information. We can clearly see what it's about, the logo and stuff is not too much design everywhere that might be distracting. And you will see in a minute why I say that. So that's a bit the introduction of the brand we're gonna do. Let's jump into the second file I prepared for you. So I like to start with the typeface. That's my way of doing it. Is I write the name of the brand and I start with the typeface to see if any type just come to me. Not about the logo. We already have a bit of a story. We know what we want to do. And for all of you there, I know we all into designer here. We all know what to do and we know all the softwares here. But if you're not that a designer, a beautiful font will always be better than the menu curl logo. So don't go to some platform, I won't name it, to have a logo for 200 euros or 200 pound, dollar, whatever your currency is, and having something that just doesn't reflect you. Just take the time to find a beautiful typeface, something just, give you goosebumps, and that is much better than anything. I could see you plenty of brands that just have a typeface, but that's not the day. We have only 40 minutes ahead of us. Adrian, focus.
We have one comment in here. Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca says, I have a bad habit of changing my personal logo way too much.
Ooh, Rebecca. That's not okay. That's not good. I would say if you bought of your brand, wait 3 more years. And think
Good
about
point.
all the Nike, all the Adobe, all those brands, they don't change. Be timeless, be simple, but unique, and keep it. You can change your brand world. So your design elements, your bit of style, you can evaluate. You can even use that as kind of like a talking point with your audience. Say, look, I'm working on refining my brand. I see that the last couple of years I went through being quite general to focus in a niche. Great story. Change a bit your color, bring them with you. But if you can, don't touch too much the core, it's great. Unless it really is not good for you. And in case you say, okay, to all my audience, we're going to change, but promise, then I don't touch anymore. And if you can, go to see a good designer that will really help you to put that in perspective. Great question.
Good.
All right. So go back to the typeface. And now we're going to see. Normally, I would have like, okay, great, I love that. And then it's the moment of truth. You go on internet and you spend a couple of hours finding your phone, right? Which one is this one? But not anymore. So we're going to use the first tool that you probably have seen before. And I saw Melanie yesterday that used it, and I think it's fantastic. So it's the retype functionality on Adobe Illustrator. So select what you want. First, we're going to bring the window. It's there. So I'm going to retype beta. Definitely update your Illustrator because so much great stuff happening. Select the image you want and you enter, and then you prefer the magic. Hey, wait a bit, still processing. It's gonna tell me which font it is. Normally, you done it earlier. If it doesn't do it, just restart again, and it will show you the font. Come on.
Here we go. Magic of a live demo.
Yeah. Okay. This one doesn't go. Don't look. Hey. It will work. It will work. There you go.
There we go.
It's still a beta version, and you have to understand that today, more than every day, is everyone trying the same thing and try if it works or not. So it's a bit of a crazy day. But look, it's straight away, and we have Gopher board, we have Trap, we have some really nice one, and actually Gopher I quite like because they really give you this contrast. So the difference between the thinner part of the letter and the thicker part is quite interesting and really modern. I like that. So okay, Gopher, we're good. And you know what? We can go just right here, either put in our favorites or even activate it. And I already activate this font, so I have it. But you can just go on and activate it. You go to your computer. Right. So that's the first one, and we're gonna try it. I'm gonna exit that now. Thank you. And I've written my brand here, and I'm just gonna try it. So remember, it's Gopher, and I put it in my center. Oh, it's here now. Ta-da! And we're gonna do something cool like that. Same for the tagline, just to see how it looks like. Gopher and bold. That's great. That's one choice. Now I'm just duplicate that, and we're gonna try something different because I like it, but maybe with something a bit more classical or a bit more that would be better. So same thing again. Click on this one. Go to up, retype It's don't ask me why it disappears all the time. It will. Now we have Transat. Transat is a good one too. I like that. Up. Let's put it in my save. It's activated. Good. So now I'm going back to try later. Thank you very much. Yes, we will try this one later, actually. Thank you. Up. And we're going to go and find this here. I saved it. Transat. And I want something quite bold. I want to be able to see it from quite far. Not too much. We want to stay classic as well. So if we go a bit too crazy, it's going to be hard. And we're going to do one last for the road. And if we were to look at this one, for example, is processing and find some. So we have some more classical one.
Nice.
This one could be quite fun. Let's try.
I like that one. Yeah.
This one?
That's so pretty.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's try this one. So this one called Norman Stencil. I've activated. I put myself to be able to find it quickly because all that be efficient now. We're super efficient. It's 2024. Don't waste time anymore.
And as you're putting that together, we do have a question here too from Mandy. Hi, Mandy.
Hello.
How do you select fonts that are pretty but also good for accessibility?
That's a great question. Actually, that's what we're gonna see right now.
Perfect.
So, as you can see, Mandy, here we have 3 choice of font. They're all really nice, really good, but we are doing a brand right now. It's Build Your Brand 2024. And brand is not always about like being pretty and curly and stuff. It's being functional, accessible. So if I look my packaging from far away, you imagine you're in a supermarket now and have all those marshmallows, all those chocolate and stuff. If I can't read the name of the brand, have a problem here. So you have to make sure that you have your right balance. And how do you know which one to go for and when? Ask yourself, what is the goal of it? If it's a logo, the goal is to be able to be unique, readable, and timeless. If it's like a poster for festival, that's something short in time. You need to attract the eye from far away and be a bit crazy and have more to pass the feel of the event. So there you can go a bit more funny, bolder, and go a bit more crazy, maybe a bit less accessible. But you have to be quite careful as well because obviously some people have worse eyesight than others or can see far. So make sure that you avoid what we call the higher contrast in the letters. So when some letters become very, very thin at one point and then very, very thick, so you can't really read the letter properly anymore. All the really crazy font where it just all the proportion all over the place and it's hard to read. Just the best way is to test it. Ask a couple of your friends and see how you go. Let's go. That's it. So let's go back to our little work here. So I do enjoy this one. To make it unique, I'm just going to do all lowercase because it makes it a bit more accessible. And then we're going to use that. We're going to put on the top. I'm going to make them smaller. Just quickly go. That's what I'm trying to do here is to make a lookup. A lookup is when you put all the word together to make sure it fits a bit like a logo. Person is nice. We can even tighten that to make it a bit more condensed. I will make that as well 100% wide. I don't know why it was wider, but that's okay. And we make it smaller. And now we have a nice mock-up. And crafting first is very nice.
And
I like that.
We have a question from Kara who says, how many fonts should be a part of a brand? Should you change your fonts as you're putting this together?
I love that. That's very good. So the font for your logo, we can put it on the side. It's like it should be very unique to your logo. In some occasion, you're gonna use the same font for your logo that for your text you're gonna write. And in this case, we're gonna do the same. You can have the font for your logo. You can say, let's not call it a font. It's just your logo, and you put it on the side. And then you have, basically, you can have 3 fonts at the big max. But avoid more than that because it's a mess. You have a font that's the most expressive when you write your big title with, like the big one, the big loud one, right? And then you have the font maybe underneath that for a subtitle to kind of break visually. Try to have something that's actually quite match well. You have plenty of websites, you can do some matching fonts. Try to make sure they are not too similar. If not, they will look a bit weird. Like if it's like a weird brother, the first one, you need to have some contrast to kind of talk together. And the last one is your body copy font. So something super functional, sans serif, don't go crazy like Arial, Helvetica or anything like that. And that's how we go about choosing your font. I hope that's help. I have
Perfect.
to be honest, I only have 40 minutes to bring you a brand.
Yes.
So I need to kind of
We
like,
got to keep going.
yeah,
Go
keep
through.
going. So we have our logo. Yeah, I love that. The logo is here. We can kick that. Have a nice logo. I love it. We're gonna remember we like those kind of dark blue before we saw is quite smart. So that's gonna be a bit our color to start. Just as a start go. I'm gonna go a dark blue, a bit softer. There you go. That's kind of our start of a color. Yeah, I'm not gonna fiddle too much. Right. Thank you. Now we have that. We're gonna see another functionality is how you make sure to, and we're gonna do some packaging, and the marshmallows have a lot of flavors. And in the past, I would have taken the time with my color books and everything, go to the client, check each one, and just do it manually, everything. But now we have a new functionality that you all know that we're gonna do it together. So I'm gonna drag my logo. At the same time, here I put a texture, a gold texture, because it's premium, it's fancy. So why not put everything in full gold? I'm just gonna do like that for a quick preview. Up, here you go. So I'm gonna just do a quick preview of the fold. I copy and we go my site. So the first flavor. So I've designed this as the top of my new packaging for the marshmallows. Looking good. I place my logo. Make sure it's right in the middle. It's fit with the we remember that we just choose. I'm gonna tell you Transat. So I'm gonna change those fonts to make sure it's Transat now. Up here and save. You see, I love this new functionality. You can save your favorite one, so you don't need to just go
That makes it so easy
everywhere. I'm gonna do medium, and that's it. So we want raspberry and champagne. That doesn't look raspberry and champagne at all. So we're gonna select this one, and we're just gonna simply recolor. So generative recoloring. Sorry, how do when you French for that? And now we're just gonna say, okay, let's go for raspberry and champagne and see what it do.
See what Firefly comes up with.
If I didn't, sorry, I missed the key. Raspberry and champagne. And slow generate. Thank you. Let's see what it does.
See what it comes up with. I know, it's always cool to see all the different options too that you can choose from. So Firefly gives you more than just one option.
So now we're four. So we have this one. By the way,
I love that pink with the gold really pops.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah,
that's
that one.
Nice.
That one.
That's nice. I think we all love pink. What do you think about this one?
Yeah.
Pink is great. What do you think in the chat? We should go for pink? I think pink is great, but remember, we want to make sure we can read it clear.
That's so the
pink on the back, maybe touch too pink. We're gonna make it a bit lighter. We keep the red. I love the red. It's working good. So we're simply gonna go select this one, advanced option, and now you can actually retweak yourself. So we're gonna go for this one, and we'll make it light.
Oh, that's much easier to read.
Automatically, it done it, and then we
Yeah.
This little guy didn't come with it. I didn't select it, but it should have come. So now, it took us 5 seconds. I have done my colors.
Amazing.
And that's really, really fast.
It's incredible. And we're seeing in the chat here, we've got a lot of people putting in the lighter pink. Number 2, I like the first one. So yeah, keep the feedback coming as we're designing this. Go ahead and post it in the chat.
Now we're gonna go to the next one. This one is vanilla, vegan vanilla. So let's see what come with it. So generic color, same thing. We go to generative.
See the magic of Firefly.
Vanilla. One premium vanilla. See what's going on.
And Malgorzata says that it's much better with the light pink. It's true. It's much easier to read.
I know, it worked really good. So now we have, look at that. It's quite nice. Vanilla there, we're good. I do enjoy a bit of a darker version of that. Maybe some kind of light, because the vanilla is like the inside when you have like, when you see something quite soft and delicate.
Yeah.
And I think that is great, but I would love to see what do with the dark blue, because at the end of the day, we are designer, we want to be really precise where we want. So now it's like, okay, cool. Let's be precise on this one. We like the background, but now I want to take control, and we do the same thing that we just done and do advanced option. And I'm gonna take control of that, the red to become like the dark blue we used earlier.
Yeah.
So I
So
could go
cool,
like
cool
that.
tones. Yeah.
But we go to one point to select those colors and lock them down. I'm gonna do it in a second.
Shelley says agreed. And Caitlin says it looks like the words are coming alive with the colors. It's so true with that gold. It really pops.
Like when I was looking, okay, what should I do for that? And I'm thinking all those flavors, just write the flavor and see what comes. Absolutely love it. So now a second one we're done. We're not gonna have time to do all of them, and I prepare some for you. So don't worry, we have plenty of stuff to do. But you see, in a split second, we were able to build the brand. So we found a super font, great. We make a logo in a couple of minutes. Then we go to the packaging. Packaging, which color? Let's pick some color. And you see, I purposely didn't start by doing my color palette. I waited to see how I feel about the flavors and stuff to now pick to do my color palette in a second. So we're good with that. We have 20 minutes. Yeah, I want to show you something for before 20 minutes because that's a big one, very fun. I have no idea what's gonna happen. It might happen really well. It might not gonna happen very well. So you see this little strawberry. Quite enjoy that. I drew that a couple of years ago. You see, take the time to do that. Now, like, okay, cool. I like this style, but I would like maybe a bottle of champagne for going with our raspberry and champagne.
Sense, yeah.
Some maybe a little detail in the packaging would be lovely. But obviously, I don't want to draw it because I want to be fast. I have something else to do. So let's try to see if Adobe Illustrator would be able to do text to vector with my prompt. So I prepare a little prompt that is here. I will read it to you in a minute. Now, you go, property. In property here, you have now text vector to graphic beta. It's below the graph, but we're good. You can select a subject, a scene, an icon, or pattern. So we're gonna go for icon. We want something very simple, need to be printed, so ideally big color. But have fun because, oh my God, you can create some really fun stuff. Now I want to match. So I'm gonna go and bring my ice drop here and click on this one. So now I know that I want the same style as this one. And I'm gonna write the description is a detailed duotone, hand-drawn outline, vintage illustration of a champagne bottles.
That's great.
For prompts, I am not a king of prompt yet, but I've seen be really precise, really, and try and see what it come out. And it never come the same thing. So it's actually quite funny because every time I tried it in the last 2 days, it brings me something new. But every time it's just like, oh, actually, that's interesting. Now I can use it differently. So have fun with it and see what come out and see what you can do with it. So let's see that generating. So we have this one. It's very fun.
Yeah.
We have this one. Or this one.
It's amazing how it keeps the style too. Like it's so
the
incredible with Firefly.
I actually quite like this one with the wave and stuff. And I think we can do, imagine that in a gold foil as well. That would be really, really
in gold
beautiful.
foil.
So
in the chat, maybe too, comment like which one do you like? 1, 2, or 3?
1, 2,
see these comments coming in.
You can bring in more, but I'm just gonna quickly see if I can up. Just bring your background. We just don't need the background. I'm just gonna up. That's great. Pathfinder. Look. That's brilliant. Done it in 2 seconds. And look at that now. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna save that. Right. And I'm gonna bring it to my champagne.
Tanisha agrees. She says number 1.
Number 1, Tanisha. Thank you. Me too. So look at that. I bring this little guy now that I done in a few seconds. I'm just gonna bring the gold. So go away. The gold, release that. I'm gonna just use the gold foil texture that we have to see how it can work. What? Tack behind. Just make sure that's the right command path. Up. And now imagine. Now we have a little detail of a bottle of champagne, and we can even a bit of fun and write. Pop. It's all about being a bit new and quirky when you do some design. Like those little details when you're going to see the packaging, you're like, ooh, that's really interesting. I'm just going to pick up the same color. Thank you. And I bring that to the top. Look at that now. And that took us a couple of seconds, but it just makes it so unique. I just love that. All right. That's just a bug on that. Now let's save that and we're going to see. So we have those elements that work great. And I want to see how I'm gonna use them because for designer is great. We have Illustrator, but we want to make sure it's flexible because remember, it's not 2023 anymore, it's 2024. We are fast, we're on social media, and you need to go fast. And my best tool right now, my best friend is Adobe Express. Yes, indeed. My best friend is the software. So let's see how we can bring all those elements in a click second to Adobe Express. For that, I advise you, you can start going in your library directly from Illustrator and build a new library. I'm just going to go exit this one. But it's easier to do it in Adobe Express first for the basic colors and fonts and logo. And then you jump to, you rejump to Adobe, to Illustrator in order to save all your design elements that you come and create later. So let's do that together. We are here. We are going to our stuff. Brand, new brand. Yes, I would like a brand, the Marshmallowist. Yes, it's a very challenge me. I'm very dyslexic. I'm very French. It's hard, but we get there. Logos. Yes, we have done some logos. I've pre-exported some logo for you. There you are.
Ooh, nice.
I think they're beautiful. So just simply drag and drop. Oh, no, no. Sorry, no, I'm lying. Don't drop and drop like that. It doesn't work. It will show work.
It should show up. There we go.
It should show work. But today it's like, no, Adrian. It's your live day. I won't work for you.
Always the joy of a live demo. There we go.
Ta-da-da, they're coming
Magic.
out. Colors. So colors, easy. We're going to select the color we have here. So we have a dark blue. Up. The dark blue. Great. We have this pink. Lovely pink. I love this pink. Don't you? Oh, I love this pink. We have the dark red. That's good as well. Good for contrast. You see how it's really easy to see what we're doing and read everything. That's what you're doing branding. Make sure you can really clearly see what you're doing. I would like this one to maybe be a bit more dusty rather than
like a light gold.
Light gold, exactly. Light gold would be nice. Yeah, like that. Right, and you can see we can potentially even update that later.
Cindy asks, why wouldn't you upload the original AI files instead of the PNGs?
AI files instead of PNGs. Yeah, we could. Yeah, I'm gonna explain to you right now because when I create directly the hair and I upload them here, it actually creates a brand in Adobe Express. With the logo at the right place for the logo. So when you want to do automation, like when you're going to do video or something, it's automatically going to load the logo. Adobe Express will know that this one is logo. Okay. If I create a subfolder in the library called logo, it will not understand that the logo. So that's why I prefer to do the basic, like what we're doing right now is the colors and the font. And then all the elements, we're going to do it together in a second. We will do it directly from Adobe Illustrator. And that's actually quite exciting. I really enjoy that. All right, let's bring some colors now.
Yes, bring in the colors.
Tack. Up, save. Ooh, yeah, do a bit of transparency. Yes, I did. Oh, I love that. You can do some theme. You know what I really enjoy with now the product without the Adobe is every day something new. Yeah. Every day something new.
And the workflow is easier. It's like so much faster.
So much faster. I mean, tell me in the chat. I'm sure we have some designers been there for a bit of time, like me. Hope not as long. Sorry for you, if that's the case. But how that changed, like the pace now and the way we can interact with the client is just so new. Let us know in the chat how that affects you because, like, literally, and I told you that was my intro. This is like so new for me. Like we got so much faster, designed so much more stuff. I just love that.
Yeah, that generative recolor, it's incredible how much time that saves.
I know. We just did it too, but like I literally had to do like 7 to 10. And it was so good to be able to do like that. Up. Okay, we have our colors. Now the font, remember it's Transat. Easy. I click on it because Adobe will have selected the font, activated for me. So you can normally, and at the moment of truth, Transat is here. Yes. And we have Transat Bold.
Wow.
I love Transat Bold. And that's a font. We can add more fonts. So one thing I'm just going to show you quickly. We have great. Transat. We're going to do Transat. And then we're going to do, for example, a medium lighter. When you're here, you go there. the three dots, look inside, and you can edit the tag. So nice header.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I want the header to be bold. Now I want the tag I want to be a body instead of a header. So when I'm gonna create templates for my team, I will be able to select headers and body. And my team is probably not designer. They will be able to say, hey, here's a header font, here's a header body. So back to the question about font earlier, I could think, okay, you know what? Maybe I want something lighter for the body. So click on new font, and we're gonna do some very quickly. Acumen Pro, just randomly. I check this one because it's easy to read. You can see, and now I can say that it's only for the body, and not only it's gonna be great for the template for your team to know which one to use, but when you're gonna use the new amazing function with generate templates. Adobe Express will already understand your style and will put the right font at the right place for the template. So if it's a body text, they will use Acumen instead of Transat. Fun?
Yeah.
Fun? Right. All right. So now we set our bones. The bones of the brand is here. Now we want to bring all the design elements. And I'm going to show you how to do that directly from Illustrator because that is really, really useful. So we have all those little elements here. And I'm gonna be able to. Is there? Oh, look! While we're talking, look what happened here. Now I get the marshmallows. If I click on it, we have
all the colors. And we have Seema says that copying the hex codes is always one of the most time-consuming.
I know. I have faith on the God of Adobe. That really soon we will be able to go directly here and bring our swatch here color palette. And to be honest, maybe the God of Adobe is right there with us on the live, on the chat, and can tell me, wrong, Adrian, yes, you can do it. And it's maybe a trick that I haven't learned since the announcement, all those new stuff. So I'm sure it's coming. If it's not already done, then you can use your swatch here and just like, okay, that's my new swatch, and drag it in, and it will be automatically put it on for you. And if it's not done, please God, listen to me, do it soon, do it soon.
It's coming soon.
All right, stop. All right, we have our library here. Now I'm gonna create some subfolder to keep myself organized because you want to be organized. Okay, and this folder is gonna be design elements. So if you see that, you can do whatever you want, bring everything. So this one is the first one. Up, bring here, and topping clips here. We're gonna change the color here. Layers, and we're gonna go. I'm just conscious of the time to make sure we're on the right time. I want to show you some fun stuff, more fun stuff for you.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do the dark blue here.
As you're pulling that in, Dean also says AI is really enabling us to be more efficient and more creative. You can even see that as you're creating it so quickly.
It's just it's just all those tedious little tasks that was really taking a time of creation and ideation, and even it's just I really love that. And so let's go back to library. I did one the light pink here, and I did one in the blue here. Fantastic. Now a little thing I like. We're gonna create a little graphic inspired by Paul Trani live done for the start. I really, really love this one. So we're gonna do a kind of little stars. For that, I will use my polygon tools. I'm gonna use just 3 sides, so it give me a perfect triangle. How to go fast? I'm gonna stretch it, turn it around, and this is a new thing in Illustrator. Now you have your menu bar of all the shortcut. It's so good because before where was the option for rotating this element? Nice here. Yes, I want that. I want radial. Yes, I like that.
Amazing.
I want more of them, and I want it closer. How? Okay, come on, Trozler. Show me you can do it. This one. I did the wrong one, sorry. How fast is that?
It's just amazing.
Love that. After you go, and we go expand. Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, expand this. I'm going to do a circle in the middle to make sure it looks exactly how I want. Center those elements together. Yeah.
This is
center. Any question? Any remark on this
Nicholas is saying this is amazing. I love this.
I know.
This is going to really elevate my brand in 2024.
I know. It's just, I tell you, 2024.
It's 2024. That's the year.
We are here. I've been lazy. I should have actually created
Seamus says, wow, amazing.
One last one with the gold because we love the gold.
That gold. I know that we got a lot of questions in the chat earlier of how you created that gold.
So,
So maybe later on, I mean, if we have time, we can
chat while I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Fine. Look, I just saw a gold really simple. I went online on a free website where you can get some gold texture. You can get that from Adobe Stock as well if you do have a subscription and you find a high resolution of that. Obviously, for the packaging is only a preview for my client because after you will have to create the path for the gold foil that the printer will print, but you will see in a second for social media is perfect. So select the both.
It's very lifelike, even
good.
in the digital piece.
Now we bring it on the side, up. Yeah, coming here. Thank you very much. In my library, all that's directly from Illustrator to the library. Up, and the last one here. Okay, that we're good. 5 minutes to go. Right, so we might not gonna have time, but I just wanted to show you that the simplicity of building a brand directly from Illustrator to Adobe Express. Very quickly, I'm gonna show you. So now, in your application, Adobe Cloud application, you have the direction, you can access your files. And here, we're gonna go to our brand library. The one we just created is here, the marshmallow-ist. And now we're gonna bring as well some more elements. So I did some mockups earlier. They're here. So with the beautiful one we done, now we have the new packaging, and that you can simply drag into for now, just because we don't have much time here. And when you're here, it's just gonna load a bit. Let it do its magic. Now we're gonna simply create a quick post. That's a challenge. 4 minutes for a post. Let's do it. Ready? I've opened the post. I'm going to change the color to our brand color. I'm going to change and switch. Oh, he's here. Brand color is already there. Thank you very much. Now we're going to go to our stuff. Everything is uploaded. Everything is ready for you to use, for your client to use, for your team to use. Yes, I want this one because it's beautiful. Up. That's a social media. We're going to do it in Instagram. Tack. We're going to go back to your stuff. I want this beautiful mockup I done. I'm going to stretch it out. 3 minutes to go, Adrian. I think if I wanted to plan that, I couldn't do it. To show you how fast we can do an Instagram post that look the place. Look. And I definitely steal this idea from Paul Training. But look at that. I love the way down. And now we go to up. Or if you're watching, thank you very much. We go to animation, up, and we're going to make it turn, spin, and just smooth. And look at that. Look at that, in a split second, we done a beautiful Instagram post. And obviously, all your elements is in your brand. So if I were to use a new text here, text, into that, I would my brand translate board. Thank you very much, Cesar. Hello. And I think that's going to be everything I can do for you. So look at that. 2 seconds. Obviously, we can change the color of your brand there with 2 minutes 55. Fantastic. Adrian, yes.
Did it.
All right, we'll stop there. That was the wrong one. Anyway, fantastic. I loved it. Look how easy and fun we can do stuff. And I just let you play because it's fun.
So cool to see it animated like that too.
In 2 seconds.
And Adrian, I'm a marketer, so sometimes I ask designers for a specific template, but I'm afraid that I might move a layer incorrectly or change the branding. So what would be the best thing for a designer that's going to work with a marketer like me?
Great question. Very quickly, and I want to show you that. We're in design mode. I design my template, but I think, okay, I really don't want them to touch my beautiful mockup. You go here and you lock your mockup. Beautiful. But you can still write a new text with the right text. And when you will create, and we don't have time to do it today, but you can just set this as a template within the library. So you share the library to all your marketers and they can access it and they can just edit the part you want them to edit very precisely. Perfect.
So easy.
That's great. Good timing. That. Any question? We have 1 minute 40 something for question.
To go. So beautiful work from Mallory. Love it. Really appreciated. Seamus says 2024 is the year of the rotating sun rays across everyone's designs for sure.
Wow,
I love that.
Really well said. Very well said.
Let's see. We had some question from Juan that says, what is the shortcut to get the gold texture inside the shape? You do it so quickly. You make it look like magic. You're like moving so fast.
Command 7 if you're on Mac. Command 7 is to create a mask. Basically, you put on the top of it and you select the both and you create a mask. And the command 7 is a shortcut to do that.
Perfect. Maybe we take one more question. I got two more. Thanks for all of your time and creativity. Thank you, Caitlin. And then let's see.
If I have to say for everyone, designer or not designers, Adobe give us so much power to do some fun stuff. And don't be afraid. I know that 10, 20 years ago it was very scary to open Photoshop. I was scared. But now, my God, it's so fun, so friendly. Go on, have fun, use all those new tools and make some mistake. How we just done live. I'm just like, we'll see what's come out. And it comes beautifully. Just have fun. I have a lot of fun. I definitely have a lot of fun.
It's fun. And it's fun to see everything that you've created today. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I know you're all around the world and we're just kicking off the early morning in the US and afternoon here in Europe.
Good morning.
Good morning. We do have some new sessions that are coming up. So if we pull up the schedule really quickly, be sure to stay tuned for First Takes, What's New in Photoshop and Lightroom coming up next. So enjoy day 2 of Max. Thank you all so much for joining in and we'll see you right here. See you later, everyone.